Bravo 180 Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014, Bravo Bravo.
Bravo Bravo.
Hello YouTube, Wycliffe Barrett here, Xplane dedicated. Today we're going to have a look at Rome Fumincino, LIRF. This is available from xplane.org, a world famous repository of everything Xplane, and this is a rendition of the airport by Aerosoft. Now, Aerosoft are moving into the Xplane market. They've got a lot of sceneries for Xplane, and with this one, as you can see almost immediately, there's some really nice touches like the sun reflecting off the concrete there, and there's a huge amount of airport traffic or vehicles moving around. Now, for you to fully appreciate this airport, you've got to run it with parked aircraft on. You can turn it off, and also you can go into World Editor and edit that, and of course, and put in aircraft that are accurate for the stands and the airport. Now, let's have a look at this. It's a Rome Fumincino Leonardo da Vinci airport. This new airport for Xplane not only sounds like Dolce Vita, it takes you right into the heart of Italy, which it does. And as you can see here, mixing with the Europe, it looks really good in the background. It's a really good airport. It's well realised, it's well done, although there are a number of problems with it, a few issues that I've had with this airport, which I think if the developers had spent a little bit more time in reproducing this, it would have looked a lot better. It looks good. I mean, look at the traffic moving around here. It moves on the right side of the road, or should I say the wrong side of the road, because we're in the UK and we drive on the left and everywhere else drives on the right. So we drive on the right side of the road, they're on the wrong side of the road. But anyway, all the traffic is on the right side of the roads. Now here's one of the issues here. Right, so we've got really nice buildings here, walkways, etc. But the ground texture, it's an orthophoto texture, but it's not very good. And of course, what happens is they don't fill it in. So, you know, you've got a couple of bushes there and some buildings, but really they could have done a lot better, especially with that road there. You can see cars on the road, but, you know, no matter what height you're at, it's blurred and it just doesn't look right. So I've got a couple of issues. You can see that concrete reflection there, but here's a good example. Just to the right of that building there, there's something on the ground. Are they buses? Are they shelters? I don't know, but they just don't look right. Now, the night lighting, some of it is lit textures, some of it is HDR lighting, but overall, it doesn't look that bad. The rendition of this is the 8th largest airport in Europe. It comes with custom objects for the capital airport, animated passenger boarding bridges, safe dock AVDGS, and high-resolution ground textures help establish a faithfully developed scenery for Xplane. But if you have a look at this pan here, you can actually see where the orthophoto finishes and the default scenery begins, and it's not a very good blend. Maybe they should have just gone out a little bit further with the orthophoto scenery rather than having it so close in. You'll see it better on some still images that I have coming up in around about a minute or so. But let's just have a drive around here now and have a look at some of the stuff. I mean, it's a good representation. It costs $25.99. I'm not quite sure what that equates to in sterling and UK, but I'll put it in around about here now. But as you drive around, it doesn't look that bad. You know, it's a good representation. The ground markings are good. As you drive around, you get a real sense of scale as you drive under aircraft and under the air bridges here. I better get back on the roadway, otherwise... No, that's not the roadway. Over left a little bit. Right, we'll get back on the roadway, or otherwise I'll get shouted at by ground control. As I say, it's a good rendition of the airport. It looks okay. It's a fully detailed rendition of Rome Airport. It's using high-resolution ground textures, 2048 by 2048 pixels. I'm not quite sure about that. We'd have to get that checked out, because in some cases it looks a little bit iffy. As I say, it's got animated boarding bridges and safe dock, complete taxiway network for use by ATC and AI aircraft, and it's fully compatible with XLIRF plugin by Jar Design. So overall, it looks, really quite nice, especially as you drive around. You have a look around it. You can make full use of the new ground services vehicles that were introduced in Xplane 11, and it says the road network has animated traffic. Now, if it means the airport road network, then yes, fine. There is animated traffic everywhere. We just went past a van there, and it really is. There is a lot of it, but even with all of that, the airport still feels a little bit dead. For me, there's not enough airport clutter. You know that's a big thing of mine, that there must be airport clutter, and there isn't enough. I mean, going underneath here, there'd be all sorts of things hanging around, you know, cones, barrels, and all sorts of stuff. And here you see that line there, about 2/3 of the way down the pitch. You see that line? That's where the ortho photo finishes and the default starts. I've got another image here which shows it a little bit better. Let's have a look at this one here right now. It's just coming up. There we go. You can see it's like a line to the right. It's 2/3 over of the picture, 2/3 from the left, and there's a line, and that's where the ortho photo finishes and the default starts. And okay, you might not notice as you're flying in or coming in on approach, but it can put you off a little bit. You can see it. Here's another one. I mean, that's very clear. You can see that. I mean, it's just a line across the screen there. So I think if they'd blended that a little bit better, you know, it's not a deal breaker, but when you're looking around and you're looking for these things, you see it and you think, and this area here, this is a huge residential area off the airport, and I don't know, there's something about it. It's 3D buildings, but it just doesn't look quite right. Anyway, let's get into the drone and have a fly around now. I've missed the drone. I was using it quite a lot when I was doing stuff for Xplane 10, and then Xplane 11, I lost the drone, but I've got it back. So we're in the racing quad here. You know, very illegal. You should not fly over airports in drones or racing quads. So just coming over the top. What is missing? There's a distinct lack of roof furniture. It doesn't matter how modern the building is. There's generally something up on the roof, pipes, air conditioning ducts, whatever. You know, there's generally something there. But overall, see this photo texturing down here as we come along that roadway there. No, that is wrong, and that should be a lot better. But overall, like I said, it's still not a deal breaker. There should have been animated traffic in there at the passenger drop-off. You know, even if it was just static cars there, it would make that a lot better. You know, in fact, when I first installed this, I thought that maybe I'd installed it wrong, that there were things missing. But no, this is it. It's the complete package. So that ortho photo scenery, when you get down close, and sometimes, you know, as a reviewer, I have to get in close and have a look. It can be a bit distracting, but overall, you know, the airport layout, the buildings, the design of the buildings, the ironwork here on top of this roof, all looks really good. That photo texturing there on top of that building, not that good. But once again, you know, it depends what you're doing. If you're going to be looking really closely, then, you know, you will see these things. But otherwise, as an airport to fly in, a scenery to fly in, I think it's very good. I'm not quite sure who the external developer is, but all I can tell you is that it's from Aerosoft. As I said, it's $25.99, and we'll put the prices up here in sterling and in euros as well, so everybody knows what that is. I mean, I like it. It's a good rendition of Rome Fumincino. We had one previously that was available on the org. I think this one trumps it a little bit, but with just a little bit extra work, it would have looked way better, way better. Anyway, I like this. This is a good bit, but unfortunately, there are no animated trains on here. If they'd been able to put animated trains on, this would have been superb. Now, this is real flying down here. I got to be careful because there is a train parked up on the right-hand side, I think, as I come up here, and I don't want to crash into it. I really don't want to crash into it, but it's up here on the right somewhere. Where is it? Here we come. I can see it. It's really hard flying with these goggles on. There you go. There's the train. Whoa, gee, I don't want to crash into that. That would be $200 worth of drone broken. Anyway, it's a good airport. Let's do the obligatory 10-mile approach. and I'll see you in a couple of moments. Alright, be careful, Wycliffe, you don't want to be crashing anything here. It's all very risky. 10-mile approach. There you go, beautiful landing into LIRF Rome Fumincino. Once again, lovely airport, just a couple of things wrong with it, which could be sorted out if the developer had spent just a few more minutes, maybe a little bit more time, just doing those odd few things, as I say. Anyway, it's $25.99, as I say. It's from Xplane.org. You can buy it there, along with many other airports. My name's Wycliffe Barrett, Xplane dedicated. If you've enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up, smash the like button and share the video wherever you can. We'll see you all again very soon in the near future. You all take care now, and we'll see you. Cheerio.